Hello, and thanks for tuning in to the Honeoye Falls-Lima Sports Network, live on YouTube. Tonight we are covering the Section 5 Varsity Boys Basketball. The Mendon Vikings, 4-4, travel to Honeoye Falls-Lima to face their divisional opponents, who are 5-5. Pittsford-Mendon leads the series 1-0, so HF-L is looking to tie that up tonight for the season finale of this series. Austin, what do you think we're going to see tonight?
I think we're going to see the Cougars definitely want to come out strong and get a big lead early in the game. Definitely get some momentum here at home against a very good Pittsford-Mendon team, which is what the Vikings did at their home place against the Cougars back in December.
So, the JV game is just concluding here at HF-L. The two varsity teams have arrived but are yet to come out, and they will start warming up. Tip-off is at 7:45, and we will be back with you then. Again, thanks for watching the Honeoye Falls-Lima Sports Network live on YouTube. Hello, we are back here at HF-L. The JV game has concluded, so both teams are now out warming up. So, Austin, if you want to talk about the last meeting between these two teams and, how close it was and how much we hope to see again tonight, maybe something differently?
Well, I had already referenced it so far in this broadcast. The last meeting was December 11th of 2013. The Pittsford-Mendon Vikings won at home against our HF-L Cougars, 57-52. Great performance by Nick Keneally for Pittsford-Mendon. He had 21 points. Dave Singh was their second leading scorer with 17 points. And for the Cougars, their leading scorer was Jack McDonald with 15 points, also 7 rebounds in that game.
Well, thank you very much, Austin. Just a reminder tonight, you can follow us on Twitter and give us a shout out tonight by tweeting at HFLSN. We'll do our best to mention that during tonight's broadcast. You can go to our website, www.hflsn.com, for up-to-date information about the network. You can meet the crew, and you can see the current standings for the teams we cover. And you can subscribe to us on YouTube, and you can watch all of our past broadcasts there as well. And if you like what you're seeing tonight, hit the like button as well. So, again, thanks so much for watching HFLSN in HD live on YouTube. We'll be back in a few minutes. Hello again. We are back live at HF-L. There's a little bit less than 10 minutes before the game will tip off, so we'll take this time to read tonight's roster, starting with the visiting team.
Pittsford-Mendon Vikings. They are 4-4 on the season. Their coach is Greg Bishoping, and their lineups are number 1, Zaril Hendrick, junior guard. Number 3, Jason Lyons, he's a junior guard. Number 4, Danny Hart, junior forward. Number 5, Marty McCollum, senior forward. Number 10, Nick Keneally, senior guard. Number 11, John Chaccio, senior forward. Number 12, John Vangelo, senior guard. Number 13, Dave Singh, senior guard. Number 14, Ryan Amoroso, a senior guard. Number 15, Daniel Jacobs, a junior guard. Number 21, Justin Rubach is a senior forward. Number 22, Justin Dennis, senior forward. Number 24, Nate Dickinson, a junior forward. Number 33, Nick Bagliari, a senior forward. And number 34, Jack Wallman, junior forward.
All right, now we'll move to the home team, the Honeoye Falls-Lima Cougars boys varsity roster, starting with number 1, Jack McDonald, junior guard. Number 3, Evan Quackenbush, junior forward. Number 5, Andrew Wagger, senior guard. Number 10, Dan Hart, sophomore forward. Number 11, James Haas, senior guard. Number 12, Coleman Roach, sophomore guard. Number 15, Brian Wagger, sophomore guard. Number 24, Tommy Eastman, sophomore forward. Number 33, Galen Farrow-Pigeon, senior guard. And number 50, Ryan Ho, senior center. Their head coach is Kevin Neenan, and they are 5-5, and the Vikings from Mendon are 4-4. So these teams are rivals due to their close proximity. They're very close, and they've been playing each other for a while. Pittsford is leading the series 1-0, and that's been the story tonight. Who's going to win? Can the Cougars even that series 1-all, or can Mendon get the sweep? It's very important because of it's a league game, so these points are going to be essential in the sectional bracket.
Okay, Peter, what do you expect to see from the Cougars tonight?
Well, I'm going to see them coming out, trying to get points early, trying to get down low, looking at senior Ryan Ho. He's one of their 3 seniors, and he's been very successful under the net. Get some passes to him and try and get him to rack up the points tonight. If that doesn't work, you can always look to senior Andrew Wagger, who's been hitting threes very consistently in all the games. He's one of the leading scorers for HF-L. But don't forget about the 4 sophomores they have on the team who have also been getting a lot of playing time. Tommy Eastman, one of them, sophomore forward. He's been in the starting lineup for consecutive games.
Yes, Tommy Eastman, he's a sophomore small forward, He's a very good three-point shooter. I think he's the best three-point shooter on the team. Andrew Wagger also a really good three-point shooter, but he's a very streaky three-point shooter. When he gets hot, he's very dangerous.
And when we look to the Pittsford-Mendon Vikings, you'll see that they are made up of all upperclassmen. They're all seniors and juniors, so it's going to be interesting because they're a bit older than some of the guys on HF-L, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be better. And I bet this game is going to be very explosive. Last time it came down to the final seconds of that 4th quarter. I would expect it to be just the same. There's a lot of fans coming out here Friday night to support the home Cougars as well as the visiting Pittsford-Mendon Vikings.
And like you mentioned before, the close proximity between these 2 teams, you know Mendon's going to travel well to this arena, and each team is going to have their fair share of support. And like you mentioned with the lineup for Mendon, they've got a lot of upperclassmen. That's generally considered a bad thing for most schools who can only put out small classes. A bunch of upperclassmen means not much for the future. However, Pittsford-Mendon always has great basketball interest. They're always going to produce some juniors and seniors that can play. They have great fundamentals, and Pittsford-Mendon is usually a great three-point shooting team.
So we got just about 4 minutes before we'll have the starting lineups for each team announced, as well as opening ceremonies here at HF-L. Again, the Pittsford-Mendon Vikings are taking on the home Honeoye Falls-Lima Cougars. This is Section 5 varsity basketball on HF-LSN. Again, thanks for watching tonight's broadcast. We'll be back in a few minutes. We have just about a minute of warm-up time left. We'd like to acknowledge our crew tonight, starting with our cameras. We have Val Brugman and Charlie Militello on our cameras tonight. Switcher is being done by Ben Halleran. Scoreboard technology, Alec Delmerico. Color commentary, Austin Buschang. And play-by-play is done by yours truly, Peter Carosa. Again, thanks so much for watching HF-L SN. The buzzer sounds, so both teams are going to their huddles here at HF-L, and we'll have the two starting lineups announced, and then we'll be able to get this one underway. All right, we have the starting lineup for you for the Vikings.
Number 10, Nick Keneally. Number 11, John Chaccio. Number 13, Dave Singh. Number 21, Justin Rubeck. And number 33, Nick Baglieri.
So, that's the lineup for Pittsford-Mendon. And we'll just have a few seconds before they announce the HF-L starting lineup. So number 1, Jack McDonald, the junior guard, will be starting tonight for the Cougars, as well as number 3, Evan Quackenbush, junior forward. Number 5, Andrew Wagger, senior guard. Number 24, Tommy Eastman, sophomore forward. And last but not least, number 50, Ryan Ho, senior center. So the lineup is going to be made of 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and a sophomore. So both teams getting ready for tip-off here. Cougars in one last huddle, getting ready for this one. A big league matchup between the Pittsford-Mendon Vikings versus the home Honeoye Falls-Lima Cougars.
You know what? It's more than that. It's more than just a league matchup. These two are huge rivals. I hate to say it, but these two teams hate each other. Both these schools, they just hugely dislike each other. It's going to be a great game.
So here's tip-off, and Pittsford-Mendon will get the ball first. Shot for 3 is a miss, and Ryan Ho, the senior for HF-L, will get the rebound. He'll pass to Andrew Wagger, who now has the ball. Passes to Ho, the center, looking for Quackenbush. Whistle is blown, foul is called. And that's on number 11, John Chaccio. So that's a first foul, and it's going to be committed to the Vikings. Andrew Wagger now has the ball. Wagger back with the ball. Setting up the Cougar offense here. Pass to Eastman. Now to Ryan Ho. Looking for Andrew Wagger, and the pass was a little bit too hard, and that one goes out of bounds. Buzzer sounds, and we're going to have official timeout here at Honeoye Falls-Lima.
I like what I saw in that first possession by the Cougars. They're moving the ball very well, although I didn't like the rush shot by Andrew Wagger. That inbound play, it left him open, but I think they need a better look there.
Play resuming after it seemed to be a scoreboard issue. Mendon has the ball. Pass down low. Back out. He's going to shoot a 3. Overshoots that. And HF-L gets the rebound. Andrew Wagger with the ball. We're scoreless here at HF-L. Pass to Quackenbush. He's going to go for 3. Miss. Vikings get the rebound and are going the other way. Pass to the top of the key. He brings it in. Missed opportunity there for Mendon down low. Pass to 33. Now to 13. 11 to 33. Out of the zone to number 10. Andrew Wagger playing defense here for the Cougars. to the key, bringing on in is number 21. He pulls up a shot and gets the first points of the game. That's number 21, Justin Ruback. Tommy Eastman, the sophomore for HF-L. He's one of the players that we mentioned tonight to watch. He's starting again for HF-L. He's a sophomore. Very impressive.
A very good three-point shooter. Definitely could be a threat against this Mendon defense.
So Mendon able to get the turnover against HF-L, and they take it the other way. And they miss an opportunity there to extend their 2-point lead. The center, Ryan Ho, with the ball. He's going to pass to Andrew Wagger. To Quackenbush. To Ho. To McDonald. Looking for Quackenbush. Down low. Misses that one. Mendon going the other way.
Well drawn up play.
Cougars catch a huge break as the ball goes right in and out of the basket, so no points there for the Vikings.
It's like a 2-3 matchup zone here by Mendon, but now it's breaking off into a man-to-man.
McDonald coming on in. Cougars still unable to score. Ball is on the ground, body's on the floor. And they're unable to score. Mendon going the other way, driving to the net. Nice pass down low. Foul is going to be called on the Cougars. Number 24, Tommy Eastman. So coming to the line is number 33,
Nick Baglieri.
This will be a Carosa Stanton Asset Management foul shot. And he makes the first one. 3-0. Mendon leads the Cougars in the first quarter.
Number 1, Zaril Hendrick checks in for number 11, John Chatio.
Second shot is a miss. Cougars going the other way. Wagger will have the ball. So Andrew Wagger also plays soccer. He was the only senior on the boys' varsity soccer team this year.
I remember senior night, he scored twice.
So I'm going to hand it over to Austin to do the play-by-play as we have some technical difficulties.
And a good drive. Great inside defense by Ho and Quackenbush. McDonald at the other end. Looks like he got hit on that layup. No call there. It will stay with the Cougars. Jack Wallman checks in for number 33, Nick Baglieri. And a layup at the other end for Zaril Hendrick off of the steal. Great hustle by the Vikings to get that turnover and lay it in at the other end. It looks like a timeout taken by Coach Needham for the Cougars.
So there's a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a chance to do our sponsors of tonight's game, starting with Carosa Stanton Asset Management LLC. They help you achieve your lifetime dream. If you have questions on your investments, give them a call at 585-624-3150. Also tonight, Bullfinch Funding. Save money and buy your mutual fund direct from a no-load phone family like the Bullfinch Fund. Fans sitting on IRA money that they don't know what to do with should give Bullfinch a call at 585-624-3150. So the timeout concludes.
Cougars just can't buy a basket on offense. It can get better though. They've gotten some good looks, and I think they'll start to convert and get back into this.
Pass to Andrew Wagger, the senior. Quackenbush to Eastman, back to Wagger, down low to Ho, driving on in, has to pass back to McDonald, unable to take a shot. He'll pass to Quackenbush. Misses that one. Mendon going the other way. They have a 5-0 lead. McDonald keeps the ball in. He'll pass to Wagger. Now back to McDonald. Wagger calls a play here, trying to set up the Cougars to get their first points of the game.
Quackenbush has a height advantage on his man. That's Ruback. He could definitely take advantage by stealing in the lane.
So a foul is going to be called, offensive foul on Jack McDonald, so ball will be going the other way, baseline inbound. We'll have substitution here at HF-L.
Nick Baglieri and Daniel Jacob checking in for number 21, Justin Ruback, and number 10, Nick Keneally. Excuse me, number 13, Dave Singh. This is Keneally. Wild shot thrown up and in by Keneally. Wagger doing a great job evading the trap, and beating the zone. A botched layup there by Ryan Ho. Pass is kicked out of bounds. That's Tommy Eastman, kickball. It'll be an inbound on the baseline for the Vikings. Dan Hart and Coleman Roach check in for Jeff McDonald and Ryan Ho. Great play drawn up by the Vikings, but the layup is missed. Long outlet pass. Clean block there. And a tricky pass behind the back. The shot is no good. And here's Eastman. Got bailed out by that foul. Tried to take a baseline. There was no room. That's on number 34, Jack Wallman. That's only his first personal foul. Baseline inbound. Here's Coleman Roach. A risky pass inbound is grabbed by Tommy Eastman. Quackenbush, turnaround, that's no good. And the Cougars cannot find the basket. They just can't get anything to go in.
Mendon scores there. They have a 10-point lead over the Cougars. Timeout on the floor, called by HF-L. "50 Hidden Gems of Greater West New York. The perfect gift. Discover your secrets of your own backyard. Order your copy at 50hiddengems.com. Independent Fiduciary Consultants, serving 401k plan sponsors across the Greater West New York region. Think you're paying too much for your 401k plan? Then give us a call at 585-624-3150. So, Austin, Mendon's up 10-0 over HF-L. What is starting to go through the heads of the Cougars?
Well, hopefully nothing except positive, we can get back in this game thoughts. But that's just not the case. It's tough to keep that kind of mindset down 10-0 and such a tough, hated rival. It's going to be tough to bounce back mentally and on the scoreboard.
So the Cougar Crazies are here at the game trying to cheer on the home team. You can follow us on Twitter at HFLSN and give us a shout out tonight, and we'll do our best to mention it during tonight's broadcast.
Good job of breaking the press.
Tommy Eastman gets a much-needed 3 points there for HF-L, and they finally get points up on the board with less than a minute left in the first quarter of play.
Good defense on that shot.
Fans getting now loud as the Cougars have new energy here. They're going to slow it up, try and get the last shot of the first quarter. They can at least cut the Mendon lead to 5 points. Pass to Eastman. He's going to drive on in. Pass to Wagger.
Great pass.
And he nails it.
Right before the buzzer. That's a huge basket for the Cougars. It's only a 4-point game at the end of the first.
Yeah, Mendon had a 10-point run, and Cougars now having a run of their own 6 points.
Well,
so that's
they say live by the 3, die by the 3. For the first 9.5 minutes of this first, 7.5 minutes of the first quarter, they were dying by the 3. They took too many. They were rushed, but they started to settle in, get some good looks. They knocked them down, and they're only down by 4.
So you can see the fans here at HF-L are alive and well, letting everyone know that this is their home field, their home court, and they're not going to let Mendon come in here and sweep the series. So again, go to our website for up-to-date information regarding the Sports Network. You can see the schedule of all future broadcasts, watch our past broadcasts on YouTube, as well as meet the crew on our website. Again, subscribe to our YouTube, and if you like what you're watching, hit the like button and leave a comment telling us what you think of our broadcast. So 8 minutes on the clock, second quarter about to begin here at HF-L.
You know, we mentioned it during that timeout by the Cougars once they got to 10-0. It'd be hard to get the mindset you can come back. But they did an excellent job of staying in the mindset and definitely reducing the lead.
So, Tommy Eastman passes to Roach. Coleman Roach is also a cross-country runner. He got AGR this past fall and looks to extend that success on the basketball team. So, a steal there.
Wagner can't run it down.
Yeah.
Good job of jumping her out. Excuse me.
A nice job by the senior Andrew Wagner, just not able to chase it down as it rolls out of bounds. Mendon catches a break. Wagner's very dangerous when he gets those steals, able to drive all the way down and score. That time, Mendon lucks out. So the Vikings unable to score there, though they are able to get the rebound. They miss a 3. And
it hit the top of the backboard, so it'll be out of bounds.
So this will be a baseline inbound, taken by number 10, Dan Hart.
Mendon's not laying off with this full court pressure. They're going to try to force some turnovers early in this game.
So Hart passes to Eastman, back to Hart, now to Roach. 3 sophomores for HF-L working to get the ball down. They get it to Quackenbush.
Great pass, great cut.
A wide open Coleman Roach down at the baseline. Cougars now within 2.
A great job of passing the ball and an excellent cut by Coleman Roach, using his track speed.
8 unanswered points for HF-L. Mendon now on the attack, trying to extend their lead. Again, unable to. Eastman now with the ball.
Dan Hart with a good block there, and they have good numbers on offense.
Pass to Dan Hart. He'll shoot a 3, and he nails it.
Step back 3 from Dan Hart.
11-point run for the Cougars. They come down 10-0 to now leading 11-10, and the crowd is going wild here. I know it's early, but this is huge.
Now mental strength becomes a matter for Pittsford-Mendon to deal with. They got to keep their heads up, try to get another big lead.
And this crowd is not going to help them at all. So a foul is called. So this will be a Bullfinch Fund Inc. foul shot taken by number 33.
Nick Bagliari.
That is the 3rd team foul for HF-L. So HF-L will substitute Ryan Ho and Jack McDonald coming in. They're two of the guys who are on the starting lineup tonight. And he hits that second one. So Mendon able to end the Cougar run at 11 points, and they take the 1-point lead here. Andrew Wagger to Dan Hart, misses that three. Ryan Ho makes a nice play to get the rebound.
Now settle it down, work yourself open for another good shot.
So Dan Hart missed a three there. He got the one earlier, though, to pull the Cougars back into this one. And he gets 2 points right there, so that's 5 points for him. He's now the leading scorer for HFL. He is also the varsity quarterback for the HFL Cougars, and he's looking to have a nice coming season this fall. So Pittsford-Mendon fails to score again there, and HFL with the lead, trying to extend it. Wagger pass to Dan Hart, looking down low for Ryan Ho. He's unable to get it. Mendon's going the other way.
There needs to be a better pass there by Dan Hart. Ryan Ho put out his arm to have a hand target, and he just missed it.
So, some bad shots here by Mendon. And HFL, again, going the other way. Pass to McDonald. Working his way. He leaves it for Wagger. Wagger throws it up top looking for Ryan Ho. Nice play there
by John Chascio. Good job to intercept the pass.
And a foul is going to be called on Mendon. Offensive, so Cougars are going to have the ball.
A charge on Dave Singh. That's his first for the game.
And he just took out Dan Hart, who will take the baseline inbound for the Cougars.
A good job of getting in position, staying solid, and taking that offensive foul. It's a tough thing to do, standing in there getting run over.
And each team now has 3 fouls. Andrew Wagger with the ball. Pass to Coleman Roach. Down low to Ryan Ho. Pulls up a shot, can't score. Ryan Ho, one of the players we mentioned at the beginning of this broadcast to watch. He's their senior center. He also plays football as well as track and field, throws shot put and discus. He was an honorable mention this fall for football. So HFL now with the ball and the lead with just over 3:30 left in the second quarter. They pass to Ho, who leaves it for Wagger. He pulls up a shot, just overshoots it, but Ho able to get the rebound. He gets it to Wagger. Wagger gets stuck, runs out of real estate.
I think he got fouled on that shot. He did a great job of pump faking, get his guy off the feet, and then drawing a contact.
So Mendon goes the other way, and a foul is going to be called on Jack McDonald. So coming to the line is
Nick Keneally, senior guard for.
So this is a Bullfinch Fund Inc. foul shot. He can tie this game up, and he does. 13-all. So substitution here for the Cougars. Coming in as Tommy Eastman, Evan Quackenbush, and Brian Wagger. Scores 13-all. 4th foul for the Cougars.
Coming up at halftime, I'll interview the star of the JV of our HFL JV team, Josh Agostino. We're talking about their game that they just played and their season so far.
So Mendon now with a 1-point lead. HFL trying to answer. Brian Wagger passes to his brother Andrew Wagger. Andrew Wagger's a senior, Brian Wagger the sophomore. Passes to Ryan Ho. Now to Brian Wagger. Drives on in, and his shot goes over the net, and the Vikings get the rebound. Ball is on the ground. Quackenbush down, but Mendon able to pick it up. And they go all the way and score. They have the 3-point lead with just over 2 minutes in this second quarter. HFL's got to answer. They want to keep it close going into halftime.
Wagger telegraphed that pass. Luckily, Quack gets it back.
Andrew Wagger scores. 2 minutes left in the first half. HFL trails only by a point. Shot for 3 there for the Vikings. They're able to get the rebound.
Good block by Andrew Wagger coming over from the side and swatting that.
So Eastman now with the ball. Passes to Brian Wagger. Then to his brother Andrew Wagger. Calling a play here for the Cougars. Trying to set them up to take the lead. Eastman with the ball. To Ho. To Andrew Wagger. Then to Brian Wagger. Drive it in himself. Look for Evan Quackenbush. Foul is called.
That's a tough pass to make by Brian Wagger. A lot of coaches say, try not to leave your feet when making a pass, because if the pass becomes unavailable, you can't come down. That's travel.
So this will be the 4th team foul for the Mendon Vikings. And Brian Wagger will take the baseline inbound. .117 left. Ryan Ho scores there. So HFL now with the lead, 17-16, with just over a minute in this first half.
Back and forth game. I think this is going to come down to the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter.
So Mendon gets 3 points, and now they take the lead only by 2, though.
Nick Keneally with 9 points on this game.
He's the leading scorer for the Vikings so far. Vikings steal the ball. They go the other way. A shot for 3, miss. Though teammates there for Mendon, there for the rebound. Foul is going to be called on Quackenbush. Fans upset.
As is Quack himself.
This is a Bullfinch Fund foul shot taken by number
1, Darrell Hendricks.
Actually, they're going to call a timeout, so we'll take this time to read our sponsors tonight. Starting with Carosa Stanton Asset Management LLC. They help you achieve your lifetime dream. If you have questions on your investments, give them a call at 585-624-3150. Also, Bullfinch Funding. Save money and buy your mutual fund direct from a no-load fund family like the Bullfinch Fund. Fans sitting on IRA money should give Bullfinch a call at 585-624-3150. 50 Hidden Gems of Greater West New York. Discover the secrets of your own backyard. A perfect gift. Order your copy at 50hiddengems.com. Independent Fiduciary Consultants, serving 401k plan sponsors across the Greater West New York region. Think you're paying too much for your 401k plan? Then give us a call at 585-624-3150.
And excuse me, I said they'd be shooting a foul shot, but it's going to be a baseline inbound for the Vikings. Hoping to get a basket here before the halftime, or it could be a real momentum changer.
They have the 2-point lead and 38 seconds. So they'll be able to waste a chunk of time down, but they shoot right away. They miss. Ryan Ho gets the rebound.
And that's a very aggressive steal attempt by Hendrick. You can't do that. That's foul 9 times out of 10.
So both teams have 5 fouls. Cougars will have 32 seconds, so no shot clock. They'll do their best to get the last shot.
For Mendon, John Chachio was subbing for Nick Baglieri.
Roach to Hart.
Getting some quickness on the
To Ho, back to Roach, back to Ho. And whistle blown, foul's going to be called.
Ryan Ho trying to play as a point guard there, trying to beat the press himself.
So 23.1 seconds left in the second quarter. So the Cougars looking to tie this one up at half or possibly even take the lead. And they pass to Andrew Wagger. Wagger slows up. A lot of time left on the clock. 15 seconds. Pass back to Wagger. Trying to work his way in. He's having difficulty. Loses the ball. Goes out of bounds. Mendon gets the ball.
Off his own foot.
5.5 seconds left in the second quarter. So Mendon will have a little bit of time, but it will definitely be difficult to inbound it and get the shot off.
Well, 5.5 seconds, that gives you about 5 dribbles to get up the court. That's plenty. So Mendon can get a good shot here. Behind the back.
And they get the shot off and make it. Buzzer beater for Mendon.
Nick Keneally, 12 points at the break.
And Mendon with the lead going in to halftime.
Coach Neenan not happy. Cougars cannot give up that buzzer beater.
It's 22-17. We're going to have a halftime intermission in which we'll interview Josh DiAgostino and Connor Craig, two guys from the JV team who played earlier. So we have the HF-L Cougars performing right now. We'll get the guys lined up here, and we'll be back in a second. Again, thanks for watching the Honeoye Falls-Lima Sports Network in HD live on YouTube.
And we're back here at halftime. I'm here interviewing Josh DiAgostino. He's a JV player for the JV Cougars. So, how was your game today? How do you think you guys played? Do you think there's anything you could improve on? Any impressions?
I think we definitely stuck with them for the first half. We were tied with them at the end of the third quarter, 23-23. And they just kind of went on a run, and we weren't able to retaliate. We weren't able to execute plays, and turnovers killed us. Turnovers definitely killed us, and they played tough defense. You got to give it to them.
Now, what are your impressions on this season? How I mean, you guys have a 6-5 record. So, what have been some upsides and downsides this year?
Well, we've had a bit of a rough patch. I mean, we played Brighton, then we went away to Irondequoit, and they're a very good team. And now this is a very tough loss. Three games in a row. We have 2 away games coming up. We just gotta come back from that and kind of work together in practices, have good hard practices, and we just gotta work hard as a team, and hopefully we can come back from this losing streak.
And I'm back here with Connor Craig, another JV player. He's a sophomore guard. So I asked Josh about your impressions on your game earlier today. I'm going to ask you, what did you think about the game today?
I thought we had a rough start and rough end, but we can grow from this and learn as a team and get better and better as the season goes on.
Now, you said it was a rough game. Josh mentioned how you guys have been struggling a little bit this season.
Yeah.
What are some of your other impressions on this season?
I think our defense has been very well and is very good, and that has won us some games. But our offense still needs to improve, and that's what we were trying to work on day to day.
Okay. Thank you, Connor, and thank you, Josh, for the interviews.
Yep.
Alright. So I hope you guys like what you hear from the JV team. Big things are yet to come from them as they move up to the varsity level. Those 2 guys, both sophomores. So, Austin, if you want to read off our first half statistics.
For the Pittsford-Mendon Vikings, the scoring leader, Nick Keneally, is leading the game. He's got 12 points. Nick Baglieri and Daniel Jacob each have 3 points, and Justin Ruback and Cyril Hendrick with 2 for the Vikings. And for the HF-L Cougars, Andrew Agger and Dan Hart leading scorers with 5 points. Tommy Eastman with 3. Coleman Roach and Ryan Ho each with 2 points.
Alright, so we have right now a little halftime entertainment. It's the junior boys Cougars. So they usually have a few teams at halftime play here at HF-L. So we'll step back for a second and let you enjoy some basketball by the younger boys here at HF-L. And we'll be back once the teams come out of the locker room and start warming up, and we'll get ready to start this second half of play. The Cougars trail Mendon 17-22. Again, thanks for watching the Honeoye Falls-Lima Sports Network live on YouTube. Both teams now coming out to warm up for the second half. Now, Austin, what do you think each coach told their team at halftime in the locker room?
Well, I think the Mendon coach was definitely telling his team to keep up the pressure as it caused a number of mistakes. And for Coach Meenan, I think he told his Cougars, just stay calm. You're in your home building, and you've seen their press before. You've seen a number of presses. As we've seen so far this season, they've been getting pressed almost every game. Just stay calm, make passes, don't telegraph them, and you can get back in this.
And this is the second time that these two teams are playing. The first time, though, was played in Mendon, and it was a very close game. This one, very close as well. It's only a 5-point game at halftime. So we'll expect it to just be as close as the last one, coming down to the last minute of play. Those are always the exciting ones to watch. So this game is very important for both teams because it is a league game, and it'll be very important when it comes down to the sectional race.
We've met Mendon many times in the sectionals. And, you know, they're always a great opponent. It's always fun to face them in sectionals, but they're always good. Every single year, they're consistently a good team. They're never easy, and it's always a challenge every time we face them.
What would a win here mean to this HF-L team?
It'd be huge. I think it'd be worth more than just any other win against, you know, your average team. This is Pittsford-Mendon. This is the team that you circle every time, every year on the calendar. This is the game that you want to win. It'd be huge. It'd be a momentum builder on the season. It would definitely boost the morale of the players. Everyone wants to beat Mendon.
This is definitely one of those games that's being talked about in school prior to Friday night. It's one of those games that you can't stop thinking about during the week, talking to your buddies during lunch, during gym, and you know sometimes you have difficulty focusing prior to one of these games, and it's going to be important for both teams to stay physical, keep it mentally, you know, just stay calm and you know keep up the intensity, and don't let the other team run away with the lead, because right now it's anyone's game. And we saw in the first quarter, Mendon goes up 10-0. Cougars able to fight back, and then it was back and forth up until you know the very seconds. Mendon were able to get a few fouls drawn and get some points going into halftime.
And like you mentioned, staying close. Staying close. Maybe that's not the ideal plan when you're playing at Mendon. But now that you're playing in your own building, your own court, it's definitely what you want to do. You can just want to stay close with them. You can compete, and late in the game, your home crowd should help you pull it out.
So an inbound right in front of our booth here. Mendon has the ball and the lead as well. And they score right on that first possession to extend this lead. 24-17 now. HF-L looking to answer. Mendon's going to come out with a heavy defense.
It's another turnover for us right off the bat in the first possession.
And Mendon scores there again. So they are pumped up, and they are going to try their best to come out here on the Cougars early in this second half of play. Ryan Ho pass to Jack McDonald is broken up by the Vikings, and they go the other way.
And another turnover by the Cougars. They need to settle down, just not telegraph your passes. They were getting jumped.
So the Vikings able to throw the ball, draw a foul out from Evan Quackenbush, number 3. That's the first foul of this second half.
But the third of the game, he's going to have to come out. Dan Hart, as you see, checking in.
So baseline inbound taken by number 10.
Nick Keneally throws it in.
And another foul is going to be called. This time it's on Andrew Wagger, number 5. So again, a baseline inbound for Pittsford. They get a pass at the baseline.
Baglieri, another inside basket. Coach Meaning calls another timeout.
So we'll take a moment here to talk about some of our sponsors, starting with Carosa Stanton Asset Management LLC. They help you achieve your lifetime dream. If you have any questions on your investments, give them a call at 585-624-3150. Bullfinch Fund. Save money and buy your mutual fund direct from a no-load fund family like the Bullfinch Fund. Give them a call at 624-3150. 50 Hidden Gems of Greater West New York. A perfect gift. Order your copy at 50hiddengems.com. And independent fiduciary consultants serving 401k plan sponsors across the Greater West New York region. Think you're paying too much for your 401k plan? Then give us a call at 585-624-3150. So the Cougars have the ball. They trail by 11. McDonald with the ball. Passes to Hart. Stops, passes back to McDonald. Back to Hart at the corner. He tries to work it down low. And his pass is intercepted going the other way quick.
Hard foul by Andrew Wagger. Well, you got to prevent the layup there. You can't just give him an easy basket in transition.
So this will be an independent fiduciary consultant's foul shot.
Dave Singh at the line, shoot two.
He hits that first one. Mendon now leads 29-17 with about 6:30 left in the third quarter. A lot of time left, though Mendon not giving up a single point to HF-L yet in this third quarter.
8-0 to start this second half. Definitely what Mendon wanted.
That's exactly how they started the game, and this is how they're starting this second half. Eastman to Ho.
Bad pass. Can't happen. Just take your time, find a good pass.
So Mendon now wanting to capitalize again off a turnover. They're unable to.
Good job by Tommy Eastman rotating over, getting another block. He gets some big blocks this season on defense, including the one against Crystal Chilai earlier this season, game winner.
Dan Hart with the ball. Passes to Tommy Eastman. Then to Andrew Wagger, who will shoot a three. Nails it. Cougars get their first points of the third quarter, and they're back within 10. They trail 20-30. Dan Hart gets the rebound. Cougars looking a little frustrated the last time they were on offense, but they were able to score, and they look a bit better now. McDonald drives to the net, unable to score there.
Bad shot. He just needs to pull it out, find another teammate, run an offense. That's how they got their last bucket.
Mendon now takes a 12-point lead.
Keneally again. He's been killing them. He's got 14 in this game.
McDonald. Pass to Hart. Passes down low to Ryan Ho. Drives up. Gets the layup. Back to a 10-point game, 32-22.
Good job by Ho. He used the net to shield off the defender because if he tried to block, he would hit the net. That's automatic goaltending. So smart play by Ryan Ho.
Nice strategy. Mendon now trying to score, and they do. 34-22. Andrew Wagger with the ball, passes to Dan Hart. To Tommy Eastman, the sophomore for HF-L. Wagger with the ball. And his pass goes out of bounds. Substitution on the floor.
Timeout taken by the Cougars.
And the Cougars end up taking a timeout. So Mendon comes out quick in this third quarter. They jump to a large lead over the Cougars, 8 points. Just a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter at HFLSN, and you can also give us a shout out tonight by tweeting at HFLSN. You can also go to our website for up-to-date information regarding the sports network. You can see crew bios, a schedule of upcoming broadcasts, and the current standings for the teams we cover. Also, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you like what you're watching, hit the like button as well. You can watch all of our past broadcasts on YouTube. Cheerleaders pumping up this home crowd. Buzzer sounds. Players coming back out onto the court after the HF-L timeout. Mendon will have the ball.
A 1-3-1 here by the Cougars. Evan Quackenbush on top. His long arms could definitely force turnover, and there it is.
Pass to Ryan Ho.
And that was a backcourt violation. Ryan Ho did not establish himself in the front court. That should have been a turnover. Luckily, the refs did not call it. Luckily for HF-L.
Quackenbush looking for Ho down low. He gets it. Passes back to Eastman outside. He looks, passes to Wagger. Driving in. Has to pass back out to Eastman, who drives in. He pulls up a shot and makes it. 10-point game. Eastman's now got 5 points. And the ball goes out. And they're going to say it was touched by the Cougars. They want it to be their ball, but they're not going to get their way. Refs say it's going to be a Pittsford-Mendon ball.
Staying in the 1-3-1. Quackenbush doing a good job pressuring up high.
Missed shot. Quackenbush gets the rebound, leaves it for Wagger. HF-L trying to cut the Mendon lead. It's 10 points right now. Forced pass, forced pass by Eastman. And it's going the other way as Mendon's able to read that one.
You know, silly turnovers just can't happen against a team this good. Pittsford-Mendon will capitalize on any mistake.
And they do right there. They take a 12-point lead. Andrew Wagger's pass is blocked, but it goes out of bounds, so Cougars will retain possession with about 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Passes to Eastman, to Quackenbush, to McDonald, driving in. Pass to the top of the key. Pass down low. And some nice passing down low. Cougars back within 10. Fans cheering here. Their home team is down though. Pittsford letting some points up to HF-L, but they're scoring as well, so.
That's how you come back in games. It's not just scoring the ball. That means nothing if you can't stop them at the other end. It's got to be coupled with some stops, some turnovers. And Evan Quackenbush made a mistake on that 1-3-1 zone. He went over the half-court line, which you don't want to do in a half-court trap. You want to pressure them once they cross the half-court line because they can't go back.
Baseline inbound for the Vikings. Cougar fans starting to make some noise as their team gets the ball on a rebound. That's senior Ryan Ho. He leaves it for Wagger.
And there's a stop they need. Now they need to couple it with a basket.
Foul is called. So McDonald will come to the line to take an independent fiduciary consultant's foul shot.
Looking for his first points of the game.
Jack is usually one of the leading scorers for the Cougars. He plays.
His real presence is on defense. He's so athletic. Definitely gets in your face.
Yep, Jack also plays soccer as well as track and field. He participates in the pentathlon event. So,
you know, that's a common theme with this team. You don't see guys just playing basketball. You see them playing other sports like track and field, cross country. You see a lot of soccer players. And I think that's better. They stay in shape all year round.
And they're all very successful at the other sports that they play as well. So,
and double mistake by the Cougars. You can't leave your feet on those pump fakes.
Cougars catch a break there as Mendon misses, and they get the rebound. They're going the other way. Tommy Eastman to Ryan Ho, to Andrew Wagger, to Jack McDonald. Passes outside to Eastman, back to McDonald. Driving in. And they're going to call a offensive foul there on McDonald. Took out number 1 of the Vikings.
That's Naril Hendrick. I'm not positive he was set there, but the ref call is always right. Quackenbush again crossing the half-court line. You don't want to do that playing a 1-3-1 trap.
Heavy press by the Cougars.
Force a turnover.
And they do force a turnover. So there's a timeout on the floor by the Mendon Vikings. They travel to Honeoye Falls-Lima. We have a couple of broadcasts coming up in the next few weeks, starting with this Monday at MCC. Check our website for the exact details of the time of the broadcast. We also have a game on Wednesday and Friday, and then we have a bit of a break for midterms, but there will be a game Friday as well that we'll be covering. We're going to start trying doing away games as well, so Cougar fans who aren't able to go to the away games will be able to watch them live on HF-LSN. Tonight's crew is Val Brugman and Charlie Militello on cameras, Ben Halleran on the switcher, Alec Delmerico on the scoreboard, play-by-play by Peter Carosa, and color commentary by Austin Buschang. Again, you are watching the Honeoye Falls-Lima Sports Network in HD live on YouTube. HF-L will have the ball after this timeout. 1:30 left in the third quarter. HF-L trails by 9. Roach to Quackenbush. Back to Roach. Back to Quackenbush. Now to Ho. Back to Quackenbush. Wagger with the ball. Dribbles in. Passes out of the zone. And knocked out of bounds by the Vikings, so the Cougars will retain possession. This will be a baseline inbound by Andrew Wagger. Passes to Ryan Ho.
Series of screens to get Wagger open. Finds Ho. Well done.
Down low, the Cougars score.
8 points on this game for Ryan Ho. He's definitely become a presence inside.
And that's one of the things we talked about to watch at the beginning of the broadcast. Ryan Ho can be very, very costly
and effective
for
inside. You're just getting big baskets for the Cougars.
Yes. And Mendon has to watch him the rest of the game, because if you don't, he's just going to keep racking up points. And like you said, he's got 8 on the night, and he's looking for more. Eastman loses the ball.
And Eastman dribbling the ball a little bit too loosely, has it taken by Nick Keneally. Very quick hands, and he gets beat on the break. Tom Eastman trying to stop the easy lay-in, just too much contact.
So this will be a independent fiduciary consultant's foul shot. 6th foul of the game for the Cougars. He hits the first one. Now it's 37-29. Cougars fan trying to be loud. He makes the second one though. So it's a 9-point game. The fouls are killing the Cougars. This second half, they have 6, while the Vikings have only committed 2. And the Vikings have a nice steal there. They're going the other way. Shot there, miss.
Great job by Coleman Roach to get that rebound. It was a 1-on-3. A great job of boxing out a bigger man and getting that huge rebound.
So about 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Cougars will try and score one last time. Pass to Eastman to the corner. Wagger, he'll shoot a 3. Misses. Rebound goes to Pittsford, and buzzer hits. Nobody gets a shot off in time to get any last second points. So after 3 Mendon leads 38-29. What we were talking about at halftime is the Cougars had to stay with the Vikings, and they've had some difficulty this third quarter, so they're going to have to definitely turn up the intensity, be very effective at defense, steal the ball, and they got to capitalize, and they got to watch the number of fouls.
Well, they got to set goals because you can't just expect to come out in the first 4 minutes and just come back, tie the game up. You got to set goals. Try to win the first 2 minutes by 3, cut the lead down to 6, and you can work from there. Just set small goals to achieve, to just chip away at the lead and then come back.
So you can see the fan section tonight being represented by all age groups. Cougars in the huddle. And they finally come out. Both teams come out. The Cougars will have the ball. And here we go. Coleman Roach with the ball. Has to inbound it. Gets it to Gets it to Wagger, who drops it, but the Vikings knock it out. So, inbound now by Andrew Wagger. Passes to Ho, then to Eastman.
And they've been running the same play multiple times off the inbound stuff. They got to change it up. Pittsburgh's starting to read into it and take away the options.
Ho to Wagger. To Quackenbush. Pulls up, takes a shot. Just a little bit too long. And it's going the other way. Mendon has the lead. A three unsuccessful for Mendon, but they get the rebound. And
Good hands by Andrew Wagger. Now there's a fast break.
Nice move there by Wagger. He passes to Eastman, then to Roach, who will miss a three. And Vikings get the rebound and are going the other way. Spin move, pulls up, takes a shot, scores. And
Offensive foul.
they call an offensive foul.
It's a big play.
So Cougars will have the ball, and they'll be going the other way. Both teams now starting to get a little tired as we close this fourth quarter. 7 minutes remaining.
Dan Hart and Jack McDonald checking in for Tommy Eastman and Coleman Roach. Big minutes from those two.
McDonald. HF-L trying to give some of the players a break. Pass down low to Ho. He loses it. And it's going to go out of bounds. Touched by the Vikings. Cougars trailing. Just a little bit less than 7 minutes in the game. Dan Hart to Ryan Ho. Pulls up, takes a shot, misses. Mendon gets the rebound. Shot for three, nails it. 41-29.
Quick hands back to Neely, gets another steal.
Another turnover by the Cougars. Another three shot for Mendon. That time it doesn't go in though. HF-L gets the rebound with 6 minutes left. Pass to McDonald.
Can't pick up your dribble there after getting a screen. You need to be able to dribble off of that and find some of your other options.
Dan Hart trying to work it in. Has to throw it up top for Ho. Then pass to McDonald in the corner. And he misses that one. Going the other way. Mendon extends their lead. It is now 43-29. Timeout on the floor taken by the Cougars. Very important timeout as the Cougars now trail. Carosa Stanton Asset Management LLC. They help you achieve your lifetime dream. If you have any questions on investments, give them a call at 585-624-3150. Bullfinch Funding. Save money and buy your mutual fund direct from a no-load fund family like the Bullfinch Fund. Give them a call at 585-624-3150. 50 Hidden Gems of Greater West New York. Discover the secrets of your own backyard. A perfect gift. Order your copy at 50hiddengems.com. And Independent Fiduciary Consultants, serving 401k plan sponsors across the Greater West New York region. Think you're paying too much for your 401k plan? Then give us a call at 585-624-3150. And we remind you, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor of the Sports Network, then to email us, hflsportsnetwork@gmail.com, and we will send you a list of rates and information about becoming a sponsor. Cougars coming out of the huddle, as well as the Vikings, as HFL trails 43-29. So we actually have just received a shout out from San Diego, California. Tim Donegan, thanks for the shout out and thanks for watching HFLSN. Cougars here trying to reduce this Mendon lead. Wagger takes a shot. And he hits that one. It's a 12-point lead for Mendon.
We gotta keep up with this 1-3-1 trap, and they get a turnover.
Wagger going the other way.
There are no numbers. You don't need to push it.
And Quackenbush loses the ball. Rolling ball. Everyone's on the ground fighting for it. And Mendon comes up with it.
I don't know how that was not a jump ball down there, but somehow Pittsburgh pulls it out without there being a whistle, and they get the foul.
And that's on number 1, Jack McDonald. Coach Neen a little upset after that call.
1-1 here for Nick Keneally.
So this is a 50 Hidden Gems of Greater West New York foul shot. He makes the first one, 44-31. 13-point game. Makes the second one. So McDonald now with the ball, passes to Hart. Wagger with the ball. Reaching called on Mendon. So this will be an inbound at the sideline, and looks like Dan Hart, the sophomore for HFL, will take it. Just over 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter. HFL looking to have a huge comeback here. Pass to Wagger, then outside to Ho. Wasn't ready for that one.
There's still plenty of time. There's 14 on the shot clock. They could get a good pass, but
it's stolen. Foul called on the Cougars. And it's going to be called on number 5, Andrew Wagger. That's a personal. So this will be a 50 Hidden Gems of Greater Western New York foul shot taken by number 10,
Nick Keneally.
He hits that first one.
He is lighting it up tonight. 19 points. We still got about 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. It's a big game. He's a great player. He's a senior guard.
8 fouls by HFL versus only 4 by Mendon. He is unaffected by the noise here at HFL. And it's now 47-31.
Bad play by Tommy Eastman.
Tommy Eastman
Dribbles into the front court where he can be trapped and then gives it away.
jump call, and Vikings have possession.
Quackenbush needs to stay in the front court, wait for them to cross, and
Nice passing there by Mendon. Results in 2 points.
excellent discipline from Pittsford-Mendon to wait for Quackenbush to lunge, and then having a 5-on-4 advantage, getting to the basket easily.
Nick Keneally has 20 points in this game.
Huge. That's a great performance in a rivalry game. Stepping up, just a great job.
So Dan Hart coming in for the Cougars now. Just a little bit less than 3.5 minutes left in this final stanza. Dan Hart, pass to Quackenbush. Foul is called. This will be a baseline inbound. Quackenbush will take it. Substitution for the Vikings. Dan Hart passes to Wagger. HF-L unable to score. Nice attempt by Quackenbush to keep it in. He steps out though, and Mendon gets the ball.
So it's looking pretty bleak right now for HF-L. You know, it's tough, but they're losing, but it's not for a lack of effort. They are giving everything. They want to beat these rivals. They're just very good, a great team.
It was very close, really, until the second half. That's when Mendon, turned on the Jets, and HF-L unable to, stay with them, and they take a nice lead.
And that's a season sweep. Season sweep for Pittsford-Mendon.
If they pull it out here tonight.
Yeah, it's not a set thing, but if they could hang on here for 2:48 left, it'd be a big win, a big winning twice against HF-L, big rivals in the league. Just 2 massive wins this season.
Nice pass to Ryan Ho. He's unable to score though. Foul called.
On a 1-and-1 coming up here. Ryan Ho, Tommy Eastman, just too aggressive, reaching in for the ball, trying to get a steal, and they got him. Jack Wallman to the line, shoot a 1-and-1.
This is a 50 Hidden Gems of Greater Western New York foul shot. This is to extend their lead. It's 18 points right now. He misses that. HF-L lucks out there. Now pass to Wagger, who will shoot a 3. He hits it. 49-34.
And now they need a stop. Stop has never been more crucial. Quackenbush needs to stay disciplined. He's in the front. He's in the backcourt. He's got to stay in the front court, or else they're going to have another numbers advantage.
Some effective passing by Mendon. Missed opportunity there. They miss it. Rebound, though, goes to Mendon. They're starting to slow up, trying to get the clock on their side. Undershot there by the Vikings, but Mendon's there for the rebound. Timeout called with 1:42 left in the fourth quarter.
And, they could have got their stop if they just need to box out. And, they're playing a zone where it's common knowledge that it's tough to get some rebounds, to get defensive rebounds out of a zone. And, it's just got to happen. You got to box them out. It's a tough time. You got to just give everything to get the rebound.
Do you expect any once-in-a-lifetime comebacks here for the Cougars?
I don't expect anything to happen, but, you know, there's always hope. It'd be great. It'd be very entertaining to see a comeback here.
Though this one is not as close as we hoped it would be, I expect still to see a lot of action in this last few minutes. Just a reminder, follow us on Twitter and you can give us a shout out, and we'll do our best to mention you during tonight's broadcast at HF-LSN. Also, go to our website, hflsn.com, to see our future broadcast schedule, as well as meet tonight's crew and the other crew members. And don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and like tonight's game. Mendon with the ball. Clock on their side.
Loses it for a second.
McDonald playing some nice defense. Mendon, though, able to retain possession.
You don't want to foul. It's late in the shot clock, and that's what they do.
So the foul is on Jack McDonald. That is the 10th foul for the Cougars.
Shooting two is Nick Honeoye.
This is a 50 Hidden Gems of Greater Western New York foul shot. He hits it. Mendon hits 50 points. They have a 16-point lead. And he misses the second one. Cougar fans very loud during that second one. Wonder if they had
some quick baskets they need to get. But it looks like they're going to put in some subs. Backup skips have some playing time.
So checking in for the Cougars is going to be senior James Haas, Brian Wagger, Coleman Roach, and Dan Hart. So those four guys will all come in.
And a quick 30-second timeout taken here just for a substitution. Maybe draw up a play for some guys that they want to get a basket. And it'll be a good win here for Pittsford-Mendon. On the road against a tough rival.
They'll move to 5-4, and the Cougars will fall to 5-6. And it's even more important, Mendon will sweep the series against the Cougars, and that'll probably, help them in the long run in the league standings.
Neither one of these teams wants to play the other in sectional. I can tell you that. They do not want to see each other again. It's tough to beat a team 3 times in a row in a season. And for HF-L, it's just tough to beat Pittsburgh as a team.
Mendon scores again, 52-34. And we have about 45 seconds left. Brian Wagger passes to Tommy Eastman. James Haas passes out of bounds. Nearly took out a cheerleader with the ball. Just over 30 seconds. Mendon will have the ball. The shot clock will prevent them from being able to hit a buzzer beater. And the Cougars will take over possession, and they'll have a chance here to get the last shot. Coleman Roach takes the shot, he hits it. Only 2 though, it's now 52-36. 10 seconds here.
Wagger reaching in there. And foul called, so 1-1 for Brian Wagger.
Exactly 3 seconds left. Brian Wagger will come to the line to take a 50 Hidden Gems of Greater Western New York foul shot. He'll try and make this one a little bit prettier on the scoreboard for HF-L.
Yeah, but it's not going to make the loss feel any better.
Nice shot there. 52-37. Hits the second one, so that makes it 52-38. And that'll do it here at HF-L. The Cougars fall to the visiting Pittsford-Mendon Vikings. Austin, you want to read off the statistics?
For the Pittsford-Mendon Vikings, they moved to 5-4 on the season. Darrell Hendrick with 2 points. Nick Keneally, their leading scorer, 21 points, absolutely huge in this game. Nick Baglieri with 9. Justin Rubeck with 7. Dave Singh 6. Daniel Jacob with 5 points, and John Vangelo with 2. And for the Cougars, Andrew Wagger, their leading scorer, 13 points. Ryan Ho had 8. Tommy Eastman with 5. Dan Hart also with 5. Coleman Roach with 4 points. Brian Wagger with 2. And Jack McDonald with 1 point in this game.
So again, the Vikings will move to 5-4, and the Cougars will fall to 5-6. We'd like to acknowledge our crew one last time tonight on the cameras: Val Brugman and Charlie Militello. Alec Delmerico worked the scoreboard technology. Ben Halleran on the switcher. Color commentary by Austin Buschang, and play-by-play done by yours truly, Peter Carosa. Again, thank you so much for watching another edition of Section 5 Varsity Boys Basketball on HF-L SN. Again, check our website for the games in the coming weeks. So we'll see you until then. Remember, you can watch tonight's broadcast on replay after it airs. So signing off from HF-L SN, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys all next week.